Welcome back to another episode of Queenish. It's your girl Key.
It's Raven.
And Helena.
How are you ladies?
I'm trying to approach this differently this week and sound positive, but I'm here, y'all. I'm here.
I'm always here. I just wing it.
I don't know. I didn't have a bad week. This week was cool. It took a long time. I woke up today. I thought it was Saturday. Girl, I'm about to roll over. I was like, shit.
This was a long week. A long, hard week.
Today went by kind of fast, though. In a weird way.
Yeah, it kind of did. Well, you was running around afterward. That's probably why I went by.
I had a busy Friday because usually they would get 2% out of me today, and I actually had to work hard. I was sweating and shit.
Not sweating.
Shit.
Because I was trying to pack up some stuff because I got to do some screenings and shit on Monday. I was like, I should not be sweating.
I'm done. Like, I did not sign up for this.
And had all these long ass meetings.
I be having meetings all day too, but my meetings be training meetings. So, and the girl training me and this other girl. So I just sit on the phone when it be her turn to show her something. I be like, I be playing games. I should be taking notes.
You should.
Sometimes I be like, la la la, I'm done. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on IG. We are Queenish_podcast. And you can email us if you would like to receive questions or want advice to be answered on air at queenishpod@gmail.com. Let's get into Jester News.
What else could he be but a jester? A jester? A jester? A funny idea, a jester.
Today's Jester News. 600-pound drug dealer pleads guilty from the back of an ambulance because he's too unfit to walk into the courtroom. An Ohio man by the name of Kirk Linnell Smith pleaded guilty to cocaine trafficking and being a felon in possession of a gun and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. This hearing occurred while he was in an ambulance on the loading dock outside of Hamilton. I didn't even look at her and I started laughing.
I was trying not to look at her.
Unable to speak more than 1 to 2 word responses, Smith couldn't be moved from the ambulance for fear of endangering his health and well-being. So, what y'all think? Her face.
I don't know. Y'all go ahead.
He's 600 pounds and got arrested for drug trafficking.
My thing is, how do you traffic if you can't move?
So they were saying somebody obviously was working for him.
Mm-hmm.
When they raided his house, they saw cameras and guns.
And drugs, of course.
But my thing is, how can you do a business if you can't move? Cause
you got runners.
He had runners.
But I'm going to steal from you.
I mean,
you can't chase me.
You can't barely can leave the house.
Maybe he got some shooters for him. He had to have somebody.
He had a whole cartel. Seemed like
he must have been the kingpin,
right? They couldn't even properly arrest him.
No, they
his
couldn't.
Ass was so big.
He couldn't speak during his hearing.
He got sentenced on the back of an ambulance.
And I'm like, how the hell are you trafficking drugs and you can't even talk? What did you tell them niggas?
Right.
Move.
Now.
This.
What?
Wait. What?
Because I can't.
Well, he gonna lose the weight now.
What nigga said? Big fat nigga. All that huffing and puffing.
He's too big to be a drug trafficker.
Yeah, my nigga.
You ain't got nothing else to do.
So is he gonna do his sentence in jail or at home?
Jail.
He going to jail for sure.
They definitely gonna let you serve your sentence in the house.
So he was gonna lose weight for real.
And he only got 2 years.
That was it?
That's
Yeah.
all it takes to lose weight? Shit.
Yo, and he was already a felon. So this nigga been doing some shit.
I guess he feel like, look, I can't do nothing else. I gotta make money. He probably couldn't find no work from home job, so.
But don't the government give them some kind of assistance?
No.
Some kind of disability? It's a disability.
Obesity is a disability?
If you can't work.
Yeah, people that are
True.
really over. But how that work being a felon? I feel like you lose some rights
Yeah.
to get.
Yeah, you probably.
He got to
don't.
have some kind of something to live off of.
Was he black or white?
He's black. Kirk Linnell Smith.
Linnell. He was big, like, They couldn't even they took him a while to get him out the house, too, I think I read. Like, they couldn't put handcuffs on you, bro. Like, imagine, like...
I would have played innocent. I said, look at me. Do I look like a trafficker?
Well, when they went in his house, he couldn't hide
This is my protection. I can't move.
Well, you're a felon. You're not allowed to have a gun. So he was going to go to jail regardless.
Well, I take the gun charges, but I'm not taking the trafficking charges.
Child. I mean, clearly he was trafficked because they said they found guns, cameras, surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
If you 600 pounds and you just chilling,
I mean,
your biggest worry should be, can I lift my leg to get in the tub? Why
you it's for your safety. You don't know who's coming to harm you.
I wouldn't want to be.
Maybe he was selling to buy some food.
Look, on 600 pound life, people always can eat though. So a person that size, make sure they eat.
But you got a spouse who can bring you food, so.
I don't know if he had anybody. I wonder if he lived by himself.
Yeah, I wonder.
It didn't say.
Either way.
Ooh, child.
Eat healthy. If you want to sell drugs, you got to be able to run.
I mean, now I really believe I can do anything that I want to do.
Girl.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
600 pounds.
I can sit in that house and do anything.
Girl.
Let me get some runners.
600 pounds? I see 600 pound life. The people can't lift their leg to get into a tub. No. They can't fit through the doors. Mm-mm. Why are you selling drugs? How are you even getting people to bring drugs in? You checking the, you know what? I wouldn't even want no drugs out of that
hell of a connection, because
these people must really respect him, because how the hell?
I hear it.
Because they really could run off on him.
Mm-hmm. Seriously, because you can't chase nobody unless you're just sitting with the shotgun in your lap the whole time, waiting for someone to come through the door.
But how he don't know his runners aren't going out stealing from him? Because you could
runners ain't stealing.
Yeah, because you could literally steal the drugs and keep it
moving. Keep it in front of him. Like, nigga, I'm taking this. Yeah, come get it. Right. Come get it right now.
What you gonna do about it?
What you gonna do, Otis? Child.
Only in America.
Girl. Let's get into throne talk.
Everybody knows me. I'm a queen. This is called royalty over here, okay? I'm not stepping off my throne to address no bum, no chicks that are beneath me, and nobody that has not worked as hard as I worked for anything.
This week, we are talking about being in a relationship and having a friend. Friends of the opposite sex, I'll say. I saw this person do an interview, and I was just like, why are people so against their girlfriend or their boyfriend having a friend of the opposite sex? So for me, I want to know, would you guys have a problem if you was in a relationship and your boyfriend had a female friend?
No.
That you knew about?
I mean, no, but it depends on the status of your relationship. Like, how close are you? Like, you can be friends with the opposite sex. It's just about respect. Mm-hmm. So, are you being respectful in a way where I don't have to question that? Or, I don't know.
It depends. It depends on their history.
Okay.
Because we all know some people have some special friends.
If you've ever messed with her, I won't feel comfortable with you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. If y'all were just like friend, like she was just one of the homie. Yeah, but if you ever had any kind of flirtation going on, or you ever met, no, because then I don't trust her. Because I know females, we petty.
You're right. There are a lot of petty females. Me personally, I wouldn't have a problem with like my boyfriend having a female friend, mainly because I have male friends who are literally just that. Like, I got guys I went to college with, I went to school with, and I'm still cool with to this day. Mm-hmm. That like, it's never been nothing. It's just we cool. So I would hate to like be in a relationship with someone and they feel like, yeah, you can't be friends with him no more. And I'm like, well, I've known him like since school. Like, why should I not be friends with him no more just because I'm in a relationship with you? Like, especially if they're not a threat to you. Like, they're not threatening your position. We're just friends.
I mean, I would never like tell my man, hey, no, you can't have no girlfriend. But if he's dumb enough to tell me that they got down like that in the past, no, now I'm gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's always that little thought's gonna be in the back of my mind, like, y'all chilling together, what could happen? She might try something. You never know.
True. So, like, would you be okay if, like, so let's say it's a brand new relationship and he tells you up front, hey, I have female friends. Like, we're just friends. It's nothing else. And, like, he clearly defined it for you. Like, hey, this is Michelle and this is Sarah. We just cool, period. Would you be okay with that? Or would you feel like, okay, well, I need to meet them? Would you feel like I have to meet all your female friends? No?
I feel like, first of all, just meeting your friends in general, male or female, I guess it would be the status of our relationship, like how serious we are. Because I guess if we're in that serious part, like we're exclusive, it's just us, then I guess I would want to meet your friends because I would want you to meet my friends. Right. But I'm not going to say I would want to meet them because it's a female friend.
Right.
You know? Because that seems insecure.
It does. I'm the same way. I feel like I wouldn't... The only reason I feel like I would want to meet her is if she was such like a very, very special friend to you. Like y'all are just super, super close. You probably talk to her like daily or something like that. I might be like, okay, well, cool. I see she's like a close friend of yours. I want to meet her. Because it's possible to be friends with someone of the opposite sex and it literally just be friends. It's very possible to have that. People don't think that,
but I definitely have friends we never cross that line.
Yeah.
And I always say this. I don't fuck my friends. If I fucked you, we weren't friends.
True.
Because anybody that I have friend or put in a friend zone, I'm not attracted to. True. Not in that way.
You right.
So, no, I've never fucked a friend. I've an acquaintance, maybe.
An acquaintance.
Maybe an acquaintance. But,
Okay, so for instance, for me, I had a friend, a guy who I was like really, really close to. We can actually consider each other best friends. And he had got a girlfriend who was like really young. Like we were like in our early 20s and she was like still like she was a senior in high school. And I would tell him like, yo, I don't think you should be dating her. She's like young or whatever. And her maturity level wasn't there. And when something happened, they got real serious. They used to like break up, they got back together. And she was like, you can't be friends with no females, period. And was like, she went through his phone, was like, you need to delete all them girls out your phone except your mama. And I'm not a threat to their relationship. And he's like, look, cool, if you don't want to be friends with some of these girls, he said, cool, I don't care about losing some of these females, whatever. He said, but you're not about to delete her. She's like my best friend. Like she wanted him to delete everybody but his mama. And was like, you can't be friends with nobody.
Okay, Summer Walker.
I was like, but if you're secure with your position in your relationship, you wouldn't be threatened by nobody. If he makes you feel secure with your position too, and you feel secure, a female can't threaten that.
Period.
Especially if it's a female friend. If it's just a friend, and I don't even have to be a friend, honestly. If you feel that threatened by any female, you go walk around the rest of your life.
Yeah, insecure. You need to work on that before you can be with anybody.
Mm-hmm. You gonna be worried about the cashier at the grocery store if you feel that way. Like, why are you talking to him? I said if he was gonna pay debit or cash. like, don't be talking to him, ma'am. So,
and maybe that age gap was a problem too, but at the end of the day, when you're insecure, you're insecure. Because I know some grown ass women that's still insecure.
Girl,
age don't even have nothing to do with it anymore.
But I just feel like it's not even my place to tell a man unless it's like your ex or a girl that I know that you was like having a sexual relationship with. It's not my place to tell you to delete everybody out your phone. You can't have no communication whatsoever with none of these people. Who am I to tell you delete? Like, again, unless it's an ex or someone you had a sexual relationship with, that's like me telling you delete your cousin.
Right.
Because I don't like her. Keep everybody but your mama. Who, like...
I mean, if that person doesn't show any threat to your relationship, I don't think you need to be that insecure. Vice versa. Because, I mean, you can have a guy who don't want his girl having any male friends because...
Insecure.
What difference does it make?
That says more about them than you. That's
Because guys don't believe females can have guy friends and it be just straight friendship, and they'll be like, "Oh, did you mess with him?" Like, and if I did, we cool,
right? But at the same time, like, if that's the case, you work with people of the opposite sex. Are you gonna be threatened with the people I work with that I'm cool with when at the times I work?
Yeah, that's what them be the ones who want to drop you off to work and pick you up from work so they can see who you're talking to before work and after work. Because that means you need a second job if you're gonna be waiting in the parking lot for me to get off work. You need a second job, sir. Go do security. They're always hiring.
No, because if he's security, he gonna find a way to be security at your job.
Shit.
Go play the PS5. Shit.
So.
I'll buy it. I will buy it so you can.
I mean, but I do understand the insecurity. If it was a person that you used to mess with, that would kind of bother me. So if you, you know what? I don't know if I would ever ask that question. Like, did you ever mess with this friend? Because I don't think I want to open up that box. But if you share that with me and I know that that's someone that you messed with, then that's always going to be in the back of my mind that it's a possibility that it could happen again.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like sometimes you would know the dynamic. Like when you get around certain people, you could be like, something with this person, like they're a little too extra friendly or they're a little too extra with you. Like something happened. Okay, I feel like she just needs to be around you because clearly she's not ashamed of acting a certain way. And if he know that, then he should be smart to be like, I'm just not gonna bring her around.
Sure, and if he knows you're what he want, he will remove that threat from around him. Because if I know this person is not trustworthy and I want to be serious with you, I'm gonna eliminate that friendship for right now. Mm-hmm. So
would you allow your boyfriend to have like a friend, like get a new friend in the course of your relationship and be okay with it? Like if he messes with,
you can get whatever friend, because I have my own friends. I'm not gonna restrict you. I'm not gonna restrict you. You have, because guess what? I need my space and you need your space. I need my friends, you need your friends, because that's how a relationship works and lasts.
A new female friend.
Once again, I'm have my friends. You can have your friends. Because at this point, I'm trusting you to respect me and respect us. You can get whatever friend you want to get, but the moment I feel disrespected, then I'm gonna just go ahead and just end the whole thing, because I don't have time to be having the same conversation over and over again about the same person. Because if I feel like I have to talk about her, then she's a problem. Mm-hmm. So get whatever friend you want to get. I'm gonna have my friends. I'm gonna respect you. You respect me. If you can't respect me, then we don't need to be together. So.
You look like you ain't want to do that.
That's a real for me, because I seen how some niggas move and they just real shiesty. Like, what's your motive for having this new female friend? Because most niggas that actually have like legit female friends, like this been my friend for 10 years since I was in kindergarten. So for you to be like, oh hey, I just met this, I got a new coworker and she's real cool. I know y'all seen all them affair movies. They always start off with some coworker.
I also saw acrimony too. Right. But I won't die in the end.
And even if it's not, even if it's not his motive to cheat, what if it's hers? It's like you just opening up. But my thing is,
as a man, when she start approaching you in a cheating manner, you should be like, "Oh, nah, bro, that's not what I became your friend for. I have a girl." And it's up to you to draw that boundary and tell her, listen here, this is not what it is. But if you be like, oh, and if you flirt with her when she flirt with you, you open the Pandora box. So whatever happened, that's on you. I ain't got no beef with that girl. I don't know her. Right. You allow her into this. I didn't. So if she start flirting with you and you go along with it, listen here, she's gonna do what she's gonna do. It's up to you. Like we talked about last time. A person who would want to do it, it's up to you to control yourself. So if you flirt with her while she's flirting with you, that's on you. Because at the end of the day, I know what I have to offer and what I bring to the table. So you can go to your little friend. I hope you enjoy your hot dog and baked beans. Shit.
Beanie weenie.
I wouldn't care, because I don't know. I feel like, what if I met a guy who, let's say he had his own business So in his line of business, he works with females. You end up having people that you do business with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who am I to say you can't be friends with her if that's like a business opportunity for you or some type of business arrangement, and then y'all just become friends just because you're doing business. Like, if that ends up becoming your friend in the course of us being in a relationship because you're doing business with that person, that's not really a threat, because you could be, sometimes you have to have network and have friends with people like this and have some type of friendship with them. So I wouldn't be opposed to them being like, oh, I met this girl. Like, for me, if like you met someone at work and you became real cool with her because that's all y'all friends with at work, then I'll be like, okay, cool.
But that was a good point that you made. I don't know. I think it's more so I don't trust people, not necessarily like the person I'm in a relationship with, because if I was in a relationship with you, I'm going to have to trust you.
Mm-hmm.
So what boundaries do you set with your male friends when you're in a relationship?
Don't call me after. It depends on what kind of male friend are you, and if my partner knows you like that. Mm-hmm. Don't call me after 9 unless it's an emergency. Because if you call me after 9, I know it's an emergency. Mm-hmm. And the jokes are limited. If we make, like, my guy friends now, we like clown around, make sex jokes up. But we can be us, but around him, you gotta tone it down.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Just for respect purposes. Mm. Don't be like, man, your ass looking fat today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Get your whole fucking head knocked off.
Not right now. Not right now. Not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just dilute it when we're around my partner out of respect. But I'm not going to change myself or my friend because I'm in a relationship. I'm just going to respect my partner. Because at the end of the day, who's to say I'm going to be with you forever? I mean, partner comes to go unless it's something I know that is serious, and then I've been listening here. This one is the one. We're gonna try to calm it down a little bit out of respect, because hell, I'm not gonna marry you. So, but I won't change myself because it's not fair to them. But I won't be myself around. We can't be the way we are around it out of respect for him.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I mean, you would think it would be common sense, but some people don't have common sense.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that would be the same boundary I would set. Like, don't call me after a certain time. Again, just out, especially if I know I'm laying with my niggas. Last thing, but at the same time, I'm the type where if I have a male friend that we like communicate on a regular basis, I've told my partners up front, like, hey, we're getting serious. I'm gonna let you know I have a male best friend, or here's Jamal. We real close, and I'm also friends with Ben, and we just, if you see his name pop on my phone, he texts me or whatever. It ain't no cheating type stuff or no funny stuff. It's just we just close friends, and I don't feel like I should give up my close friends. Yeah, because all of a sudden now I'm in a relationship with you. Like, these people were here before you.
Because if something happens, if you do something, I have to go talk to somebody, and that's who I talk to.
They'll be here before you, and they'll be here after you.
Yeah, like, because sometimes it's literally just that. Like, that's my friend. And some things you go through with certain people that you're not going to go through with many other people in your lifetime. So you have a special bond with certain people where you're like, yo, like, this person was there for me when, shit hit the fan, and then the fan went on, and then the shit was flying everywhere. So I ain't been through that with nobody else. Like, I have a special type of bond with this person. So it's just, I think that would be it. Just respect, setting certain boundaries. Like she said, like, if we joke around and we have like inside jokes that other people will find inappropriate, we just can't say that around him. Mm-hmm. Like, we still gonna be us, but we just have to limit certain stuff in the presence of this person. Or if I'm laying up in the bed, the last thing I want is my phone to go off at 2 a.m. You like, hey, what you doing? Yeah. That's going to look a little funny, if I get a what you doing text at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning or something. Unless it's an emergency, that's different. But you can't just be doing certain stuff that might unintentionally cause issues in my relationship.
I agree with that. I have to go off what y'all said because I don't have no male friends. So I cannot relate.
That's not true.
What male friends I have?
Jordan.
How often do I talk to him?
Jordan messages me at random times in the middle of the night. There are times where Jordan has messaged me at 12 at night.
Me and Jordan don't talk. Jordan will randomly, every once in a while, just send a random ass video. We don't talk.
Yeah. Well, I talked to him a good while the other day.
Like I said, I don't have no male friends. Not that I talk to. All the male friends that we have in college, I don't talk to them no more.
I have more male friends than I do female friends. I'm comfortable around males than females.
My issue is any guy that I considered to be a friend after college, they was always trying to fuck. So they're not my friend. There's not nobody that I would genuinely like hit them up and talk to them like I would talk to y'all. So I don't have male friends.
I have a male friend right now. We talk like almost every day or every other day.
I think I tell Ryan about anything. Ryan and I like cool, and I can talk to Ryan about anything, and that's my little white friend. You are my white friend, Ryan, because I know you're probably gonna listen to this.
That's nice though. I do kind of wish I had a male friend though, so I could have like that perspective when I need it. But I don't. Where am I gonna just be like, hey, you want to be my friend, sir? Then be like,
true, but I don't know. I feel like she said, sometimes you need your friends outside of your relationship. So I feel like I don't want to ever isolate my partner to the point where I'm like your ending and your beginning.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I need my space.
Yeah, I'm the type of person, I need my space. I think space is healthy. I think having friends is healthy. I think I've been blessed enough to date the type of guys who had friends. Luckily, they wasn't the type that as soon as they get in a relationship, they went out their way and cut their friends off of me. Like, I would never tell nobody to stop being friends with nobody. But
speaking of friends, so old boy, he got this one female friend. So she's a friend or whatever. So I guess before we were whatever, they were cool enough to where she'll call him whenever and everything. So one night, it's like about 12 o'clock. I'm watching TV. Brother passed out. His phone just kept going off. And she's the one calling. She's calling like off Snapchat. I'm not going to answer nobody's phone if I don't feel like I need to. I'm going to go through certain shit I want to go through in your life, but phone is easily tracked. I'm tracked and traced. So I know my level of bullshit.
We know.
I know what to do and what not to do. So she's like calling and then she texts him. So I walk in and I say, hey, your phone going off. She's calling it. Because I mean, ain't no bitch to threaten me.
Right.
Bitch. Because if you want them, guess what? I'm petty enough to do some spiteful shit too. So
we know.
The next morning, I'm like, hey, why was she calling you? And she sent a message. What did the message say? He said, why didn't you open it and read it? I said, no, because I was going to let you do it. Because I was going to ask you what the message said anyway. And if you lied, then I was going to open the message and see what the message had said. Either way, I was giving you the respect to open your own message. Right. Being respectful.
And not feeling threatened. Your position ain't threatened either.
And I'm a respectful person. I give you the ability to open your own message first. So, unless it's an email, because you can always read the email to make it look like you ain't never opened the email.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to tell me that later.
I read emails and read it real quick. So, that's what I'm saying. You gotta respectfully do stuff. I wish iPhone can read messages so you can just get it back in there.
I'm waiting for the next update. They're gonna
no. You can ask Siri, say, hey Siri, read me my messages, and Siri will read you on your own red message without opening it.
But she dropping tea on y'all.
I'm gonna have to say this in my phone.
Yeah. See, do you have a red message on your phone?
No, I think I turned it off.
Okay.
Only
like if you have any message you haven't opened, like hey Siri,
right now.
Oh,
like hey Siri, read me my message, and Siri will read you your last message without opening it. So
why is your phone responding to my voice?
And Siri will tell you have you have 28 messages, and she'll start reading it. Yeah. She will start reading it.
Not 28 messages, bitch.
And she would start reading it without opening it.
L and was about to
without opening it. So yeah, but I was being respectful that day. So I said, he was like, oh, she was just, I guess she was drunk because the message didn't make sense. She was just saying, hey, I got a shorty with me. What's good? So I was like, oh, this bitch is trying to traffic bitches now. So basically, what I took from that was, I guess she was drinking with some girl. And she had, I guess, this bitch probably thinking he's in that single shit. And she had a girl for him, I guess, so they can all link up and do whatever. I'm like, oh, this bitch trafficking hoes now? Do I need to call somebody?
Not call.
So, but my thing is the fact that, I mean, I know he was going to tell me the truth, or I was going to find out the truth. But it just being honest, like, my thing is, like I said, you got your friends, I respect that. But the fact that I felt that she crossed the boundary for calling you multiple times at 12 a.m. and leaving a message, and then the message being that I got a homegirl with me, what you doing? So my thing is like, so this bitch is like setting up holes for you and stuff like that. So at this point now, she's no longer allowed to call you after 9 o'clock. Because if she called now, I feel like I'm giving the hand to answer your phone, be like, hey, how you doing? He's sitting right here watching TV. How can he help you?
I actually like the way you went about that. I don't see nothing wrong with how you went about that.
So, because I feel like at this, if the message was appropriate or was an emergency, I feel like I don't have to do what my next step is going to be now. But the fact that the message was what the message was, now when she call you after 8 o'clock, when you're on my time, I have a right to answer the phone now because of what happened before. So
I agree. I think I agree with how you did. Because for me, initially, if I would have been in your position, I would have saw the phone going off. And since you already know who she is, I would have been like, maybe it's an emergency. Yeah. So I would have did the same thing, like, hey, wake up. She hitting you up. Now, I wouldn't have, like, the same thing you said was, okay, now she's your friend. You didn't say cut her off. You can't be friends with her no more. You just said, look, she just can't call you no more after this time.
Yeah.
I would have did the same thing. I ain't going to tell you can't be friends with her. I'm going to just be like, she can't call you after these hours.
What's wrong with her?
Because she said the girl was drunk.
No, I get it. But I also been like, fuck that bitch. Because if she know that I'm with you, and then she's trying to set up other girls for you, I feel some type of way.
At the point too, though, I don't know if, because he haven't been home in a while, they haven't hung out in a while. My thing is, do she know your current position? Right,
yeah.
I mean, and I'm not faulting her. She probably don't know your current status right now, because that's something you air out. I don't air out this shit either. Honey, I'm still out here on the sidewalk. I might not be in the streets, but I'm on the sidewalk.
You in the house.
No, listen here. I'm on the sidewalk. Come April, I'm on the streets. So, shit. Listen, come March 28th, I'm for the streets. So, shit, fuck April. March 28th, I'm back in the streets. I'm on the sidewalk right now, just lightly strolling. But, shit, I'm lightly strolling. You can't stray too far for the streets. Because you never know.
I missed the sidewalk.
Listen here, I'm never leaving the sidewalk. Listen, they got benches.
Shade.
Shit. Listen.
Sometimes you get visitors sometimes.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know if she know the status of your current situation, so I'm not going to fault her for that, because I feel like if she knew your current status, she won't be calling you at 12 o'clock talking about what you doing. I got a homegirl, because he even messaged I messaged up talking about what you doing, yo, chill out. Like, I don't do, I'm not like that. Like, he took care of it. But I'm like, now, well, I haven't dealt with that in a minute, but I'm like, now she cannot call you after 9 o'clock. Okay. And if she do call you after 9 o'clock, it needs to be an emergency. Yeah. It ain't, oh, what you doing, Slim, pull, like, come through or whatever. Not because I know of you. I don't know you per se. I know of you. But now I don't trust you because you've crossed boundaries that shouldn't have been crossed. Whether you knew or not. Right. You don't call my fucking phone at 12 o'clock talking about, hey, I got my homegirl with me. What you doing? And I know y'all two ain't fucking, so what's the homegirl supposed to be for?
I don't even think I would really give her a pass for being drunk either. I would just, because
but
honestly, I've been plenty of times drunk and I still know.
Like, but you drunk and trying to traffic at the same time? Bitch, you a bottom. Like,
she a fucking pimp out here?
She might be the bottom for whatever corporation she working for.
Corporation?
Yeah. Because she wanted a street runner.
Right. Yeah. Bitch, I've been on the sidewalks long enough to know. No. So it's like, she's your friend. I'm not saying I'm not saying she can't be your friend. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying she crossed the line one time without knowing. So now she's on probation.
I mean, I agree with that. Because if she didn't know, then yes. But if somebody is openly disrespectful like that and she knows,
or if she had knew that bitch, you would have blocked her,
right?
Mm-hmm. You didn't gotta block her. I know your password. I'll block her.
Right.
Shit.
Have you ever cut off any guy friends when you were in a relationship?
No,
never.
Like I said, I'm on the sidewalk.
if it was, because again, the way I said earlier, like any relationship I was in, like I make sure that the person I'm with is secure. He will never feel threatened by any other nigga that I'm with. I'm gonna tell him up front, like, if we start to become serious, I'm gonna be like, look, this is somebody that I'm really, really cool with. Again, if you see his name pop in my phone as a text message, he's not a threat. He's just my friend.
Yeah.
If you see him call my phone, ain't no threat. And most of the, I've only had one person who had a problem with that. And that's just because he had his own insecurities from past relationships. But like my last ex, he was just like, okay, cool. He wasn't threatened by it because, like, one, I told him up front, he's not a threat. There were times I would just open the message in front of him and be like, you could be looking over my shoulder typing, there's no threat there. Like, and I don't make him feel like it's a threat. You're who you are. You my man. Period. Ain't nobody else my man. He's my friend. That's his box. This your box.
True.
Ain't no crossing nothing.
And if we dated and no longer dating, even though we broke up on a good term, your number is no longer in my phone. If I need to reach you, we still friends on social media. I'll hit you up, or I like your post, or I'll comment on it. I'll always comment on your stuff in like a public comment. I'm not going in your inbox. I'll be like, if you post something, I'll comment, be like, hey, that's funny, or I like it, or whatever. But it's just, I'm not going to save none of my ex's number in my phone if I'm with somebody new. Because you're going to know who I dated. We're going to have a conversation. I'm like, oh, yeah, I dated this person. And then one day, Peter pops up. Like, is this the Peter you used to date? Right. Why Peter calling you? I thought y'all wasn't dating no more. Like, nah.
That's a good point, because I don't delete none of my exes. Like,
if we're friends, we're friends on social media. But my thing is, your number no longer belongs in my phone.
Oh, it must be different.
Well, I've never had, like, my exes, we didn't have, like, a terrible falling out with. Most of the times, it was just kind of like, it was, okay, it's just time for us to end. It wasn't a bad breakup, so.
I have a few I didn't have any falling out with. I just delete. I like to delete everything from my past.
Yeah. I mean, I don't talk to them. Like, we're friends on, like, one of my friends with IG. Like, it might be, I post a picture, they might like it or whatever. You might get a comment, but it's never nothing on no sliding, no messages or nothing. And if they did, I wouldn't want to talk to them no way because I'm done with that situation. I don't want to be with you no more.
That's it.
Ain't nothing wrong with a double tap on the picture or a like on
Facebook.
we're
friends.
Yeah, we ain't communicating no more.
Maybe it's just a me thing.
I mean, if it was somebody I did not see, I cut off niggas that I've dated or I've talked to, or I just don't fuck with no more. But anybody I was in a relationship with when we broke up, I never really had like a terrible breakup. I usually have like bad falling outs with people that I was talking to.
I'm trying to think. Even the ones that were like, we just ended mutually, I don't care to be friends with them on social media.
I keep it on social media. You don't have.
I'll be like, you don't need my number. We don't need to be friends on Facebook. You don't need to look at me. Bye.
Sometimes I don't mind some of them looking at me because I'm like, yeah. Have you ever viewed like the friend as competition to your or a threat to your relationship?
If I feel like the lines are crossed, yeah.
Yeah.
And don't let and this bitch is not allowed to come in here with her face or beat while I'm looking bummish and shit.
That's her.
No, fuck that. Why this bitch coming in here looking all cute and shit? Nigga, now I gotta go outside and put a bra on. No.
If it's, I like makeup. I was that person. I used to just wear makeup just because like I paid for it. I ain't gonna waste it.
It's cool though, but don't come to my house looking all cute and
but
shit.
What if that's just her?
No, bitch. My titties on my lap right now, and this bitch came in here with her Wonder Bra on.
What if? So what you gonna do? You agree at the door with a makeup wipe?
Listen, no, your female friends not allowed to come in here all dolled up and shit. If she's going somewhere, let her go there. She ain't gonna stop by.
That don't even faze me.
No, bitch, because there are days I be looking rough. I be looking like, ooh, you with me? Like, ooh, you sure you want me?
You stupid.
You sure? You sure, nigga? Because, honey.
Men like that, though.
Shit.
I know a lot of men who like, I'd rather you have your hair tied up. I want to see how you look without makeup, without being done up. I like you looking normal.
The days where I woke up and my titties like sitting on top of my stomach and I'm like, ooh. And I walk around the house like, let me pick it up. Nah, ain't no more competition shit. Listen, there is always someone out for somebody. Hell, them bitches on my 600-pound life got husbands and
period.
Whatever.
I think I can only recall like 2 people I ever like dated or messed with that had female best friends. I don't think nothing of it.
Right. I ain't think twice about it.
So it's all right. She ain't got this splat.
Thank you.
Okay? Because guess where you at? You right here with this
Yeah.
splat.
Mhm.
Okay?
Right?
All right.
Period. So half the time I'm like, okay, I've never been threatened by no female.
Mm-mm.
I'm so secure in myself where I'm like, if you want to be with her, that's your loss. Like, I'm forever your
Yeah.
loss. If you want to be with her, I'm like, bye. But I've never really felt threatened. And most niggas, they know that. Ain't no threat.
Yeah.
Royal advice.
Ain't nobody said it was gonna be easy, but it'll get easy when you learn how to love yourself. When you get to a point in your life where you look at people and you go, okay, wait a minute, you or me, you will make a decision.
What is y'all's advice?
Mm.
My advice is I got to go. Shit.
My advice would be if you are threatened or if you have a problem with your man having or girlfriend having friends of the opposite sex, I would just say have a conversation about that to see, like, or maybe even take time with yourself and figure out why you have a problem with them being friends with people of the opposite.
You don't need to be with them if you're not comfortable with that. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's gonna be men everywhere. There's gonna be women everywhere. If you have a problem with them being around someone of the opposite sex, like
I have a problem with you being around your mother.
Yeah,
if you got a problem with me being around him, you can go to your mama's house then.
That's a you problem at that point. But like, I feel like if it's somebody, I don't feel like you should tell nobody to cut off anybody who they were friends with prior to y'all being in a relationship, or hell, maybe even during y'all's relationship, because who knows what type of connection they have. Sometimes it might be business connection, and they just became really cool friends in the process of it. But if it's that much of a problem, just talk to them and set boundaries. I think it's that easy.
If you gotta do all that, just
Shit.
You on block?
I'm over here like, do I have some advice? Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and their pockets full of rum.
Well, not right now, because ain't nobody got that stuff. Right? It's COVID time. Ain't nobody got enough fucking money. Hell, that motherfucker getting 300 in unemployment, not 600 no more. So
Never mind.
Well,
listen, don't be insecure, bitch.
right. Level up.
Cause you cute, you know you cute. She ain't got it like you.
And if you ain't cute, it's okay. just learn how to cook, honey, and suck dick. If you can suck a good dick, he will always come back. I think. But just if you ain't cute, just suck a mean dick.
No,
dead ass.
We want to put that on the shirt. They put everything else on the t-shirt.
I mean,
if
you ain't cute, just learn how to suck a mean dick. Bitch can tell you I suck better dick than you. Or she can say I'm prettier than you. Be like, bitch, I suck better dick than you. Hell, you might be cute, but my mouth pretty.
Make sure you got that Gawk super throat 3000.
That washing machine.
Shit. Bitch.
Put on that wash cycle.
You might be cute, but I suck a peanut butter out of a straw.
Strong throat, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
It's okay. We all ain't cute. Hell, there are some times I'm like, listen. I'm African. I got strong features and stuff. So we all ain't cute. But I do know how to suck a mean dick. So I'm good. Have a good day. Let me go get my child.
Oh my God.
Oh, my head.
Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on IG at Queenish_podcast. If you have questions or like to receive advice, you can email us at queenishpod@gmail.com. Bye.
Bye.